Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin formed a new all-time high overnight, and the presented white wave structure remains valid that we talked about in the last video. So the idea was here that we continue to keep climbing in the white count as long as the red support line is holding. I think all I had to do was to shift this wave 2 from here to here, which I did late yesterday, already shared that with gold members. But overall, that was communicated anyway in the last video that the white count allows for further upside as long as the red line is holding. That was really our key level. We can lift that key level now with the latest structure. And you might remember from the weekend updates that the breakout confirmation was a break above the 70,030 level. So it always depends on, well, basically here the high point from Friday. Always depends on, what are you looking for? Are you looking for pullbacks? So it means the closer to the key level you can get positioned, the better from a reward to risk perspective. Or are you looking for breakout confirmations? Then it was our 70,030 level. Just different approaches. I typically try to mention them both because in our community we have momentum traders, we have pullback traders, we have breakout traders. This here really is only the analysis, not a trading system. So that depends on your personal strategy, which kind of or what kind of confirmation you obviously need. Do you not need any confirmation? Then it might be for pullback and you might be a pullback trader. If you want confirmation, well, yeah, then you're a breakout trader, right? But then you have a much worse reward to risk ratio. So looking good at the moment for the white count. I mean, the red count, I might take it off. We'll probably do that today if we keep climbing. That was the scenario in which wave 4 is already unfolding here, circle wave 4. And it depended, however, on successful confirmation with a break below the red line. But because we're holding above the red line and it gave us this breakout signal, it's following the white count at the moment. And in the white count, I've added additional levels and markers already earlier today to the chart. And here you can see that the third wave there, this is wave 3 of C of 3. This wave 3 here should reach, should have reached, it did reach already, minimally 71,613, but that's only the bare minimum. Seems to me as if the third wave itself needs another higher low and higher high. And the first ideal target for a third wave is the 138% extension. Basically, wave 3 is 138% as long as wave 1. That's the first ideal target. That's at 72,147. And then the next ideal target is at 73,040. Can always go higher, but I've shown the next two. Just wanted to emphasize that this is the area where wave 3 could top, but it doesn't quite appear to be finished. So could still stretch a little higher. That would be my preference. Possibly towards 72,150 or 73,040. Then a wave 4 should start and a wave 5 to complete the C wave of the larger third wave. This larger third wave, by the way, should reach, I mean, it's a question of do we believe it or not. I just show the mathematical projections, and these levels and markers should be reached as long as the relevant key levels that I give you remain valid, okay? So as you can already see where the label is positioned, this third wave should minimally reach the 1.236 extension, 76,290. That actually works quite well. I mean, if you imagine that this third stretches a bit higher, then we get the higher low in wave 4 and the wave 5, and that would actually work out quite well possibly. Maybe a little high, but if we just measure here this initial 1-2 setup, yeah, then it is the projection I get. I'm not entirely sure about it because I have to be very honest with you, this structure is challenging to determine, even though it's being followed at the moment nicely, but still it's challenging to determine. So I'm not entirely sure, are we really going to reach 76,290 as a minimum target for wave 3 here? And actually as a first ideal target, 77,800, but they are the levels we already talked about and I showed on the weekend. Then we should still get a wave 4, pullback maybe into the low 74K region, and another wave 5 that could actually reach here 80K, but we'll see. It's going to be followed as long as relevant key levels stay intact. The last key level, or the updated key level, is now the wave 2 low. We can use that to focus on higher prices in the white count. A break below the wave 2 low, basically, well, the overnight low that is, which is here at 67,200, or to be more precise, yeah, pretty much, it's the wave 2 low. That's taken out. It would be an early signal that a more substantial top has formed. And this would then most likely be in wave 3. So at the moment, the idea would be that this extension here is an ending diagonal of wave 3. And we'll likely then still get a wave 4 later. And yeah, that's sort of what I'm going to watch for today. I might update the overall count if I see anything different. But the idea is that we are probably with this push higher in some kind of an ending diagonal pattern, which would end circle wave 3, but it's not finished yet, and we climb higher step by step. Lots of overlapping and challenging price action, which makes this structure certainly challenging to determine, but we go with the trend until it breaks, and Elliott Wave allows us to understand the relevant invalidation points along the way. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.